Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Red True Crime. I am Rebecca, your host, and I apologize up front for my voice and how I look. I am down with the flu. Yay. So, what's one reason why I didn't do anything last night on live? Because it hit me yesterday. So, I'm not going to be on here too long tonight, but I did want to make a presence and go over a few things. So, first, let's talk about Kada Scott, the beautiful 23-year-old woman who was found dead a few days ago in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She had been missing approximately 2 weeks, and her remains was found a few days ago. This gentleman here, Keon King, is now been charged as of today in her death. The coroner came out and stated that her manner of death is homicide. They have not released how the homicide occurred, but they changed it, they did a declaration of her manner of death, and they're saying it's a homicide. Keon King, I do know, is now being charged with murder. And every day I look into his file in Pennsylvania, and they just keep coming up with more stuff. So and the murder charges are not there yet, so I'll probably wait till tomorrow and come back on here and talk about the charges themselves because I'm sure they'll throw a few more things on there. So we do now know that her manner of death is murder. And now another thing that's been speculated is that there's probably more victims out there that he has done this to. Not so much killed, but at least attacked. Now, there's also some speculating that he may have killed some people. I don't know. I mean, if there are more bodies out there that he is responsible for, then, he has got to be they stopped a young guy in the making here. Young serial killer in the making, in my opinion. But I think it depends on how many bodies they found. Now, I do hear, and I have not seen where these girls have been charged, but there's a girl that's been on TikTok. Her name is Gabrielle Gillette, and she is a neighbor of Kada Scott. They grew up together. And she said on TikTok, did a couple lives saying that Keon had been reaching out to her, trying to get information on Kada. But I think there's more to the story than that because from what I'm understanding, they are pulling her in too for questioning and there might be some charges coming her way. I do not know. So that's a little bit more of an update on that. And with him, if he gets charged with murder, he could very easily get the death penalties. I believe Pennsylvania does have the death penalty, but time will tell. We shall see. But what I wanted to talk about tonight, we have got a new case in North Carolina, and this is disturbing. This man here, his name is Dalton. Let me make sure I get his full name correctly because I don't want to give you guys the wrong name. Let's see. Dalton. Not that one. This one. Where's your name, dude? There it is. Dalton Shane York or Shane Dalton York. Shane Dalton York is one of the two. This guy has been picked up for many, many a sex crime with children. And he was picked up in Davidson County. Now, as I was reading through the reports, he has got charges that are pending in Iredell County. So who knows how many more counties are going to get added to this? But all of his victims were under the age of 15. So, and then from what I understand, he was doing work with a church. He was a youth pastor or something. So who knows how many more people are out there that he has done things to? And he's only 33 years old. And I was going through his court history. Now, the stuff for Iredell County has not been posted yet in the eCourt site, but he does not have any other sex crimes per se. But he's got a lot of speeding, driving without a license, that kind of stuff. And then he got hit with in about 2009. He was on a school campus with a weapon. Not sure if he was threatening somebody or what the deal with that about was, but because there's no real documents to tell me why he was there. So I think this guy's got a screw loose. And if he's been working in a church and working around children, somebody did not do a background check on this guy. So he is our newest. sex offender that we need to keep an eye on. So in Davidson County, he is in the county lockup, and they have given him a $2.5 million bond. My thing is, again, I will state this. Now, it's not, I mean, he's got multiple charges going across multiple counties. Why give him bond at all? Why? Why bail? Put him in a jail cell, throw away the key, and keep him there until he goes to trial. That's just my thought. He is what I would call, because it's multiple children across multiple counties, I would call him a severe predator out there when it comes to kids. He is somebody who probably could not be around children at all. So I don't know why anybody would allow him to be around kids or even give him the opportunity to post bail to be around kids. That's just my thought. But you all tell me what you all think. Do you think he should be able to make bail and get out? I don't think so, but that's just, again, how I feel. Pardon me. Pardon me. So, that's all I have for tonight. Like I said, I am down with the flu, but, like I said, I'll be back on here tomorrow to go on to more of the charges of Keon King and see if they've actually charged anybody else with this case. Just waiting for the systems to update. So this is Rebecca with Red True Crime. Thank you again for watching. And if you all share, comment, like, all that good stuff, send it to somebody else. You never know. People could have information. And as I always say, be weird, be rude, be safe. Thanks again for tuning in. Bye.